let's take a look at how you can use Power BI on Windows. So basically you have two options, one being using the online interface, second being you can use the desktop version. If you go to official powerbi.microsoft.com, you will find page that looks something like this, and if you check the pricing page, you will find that you have option to choose the version, right? Now if you scroll a bit to the bottom, you will also find the Power BI free version. Here you get the two options, one being the online interface, second being this desktop version. So you'll have to sign up, and in case of sign up you will have to use your Outlook account or external domain, something like your company domain name, right? If you don't have that, then see if it allows you to use Outlook account, and if you use that and log in, you will have interface that looks something like this. Right, so if you see the interface like this, then you are logged into online interface for Power BI. Now you also have one more version, which is desktop. Click on learn more to see what do you get, right? So here if you click on try for free, it should take you to store link. From there you can download. Alternatively, you can also check language version, which is something like this, where you can choose the language, then click on download. Also check the requirements just in case if it is compatible with your Windows version, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use this particular method, right? Click on download. Now what we can do is minimize this. Now let's click on link. So basically this is the installer that I have downloaded through this particular page, right? After that it should open this wizard dialog. Here we are going to choose English and then click next. It will ask you for permission, and from there you will have to move through steps. So as you can see, currently I have this free account for online interface. Same can be used for desktop as well. And if you have signed up with some Office 365 plan, that also gives you access. Okay, now what we can do is click on next, then accept the terms and conditions, click next. Now you can choose the path, right? You can switch to any other directory, right? Then click next. Finally choose desktop shortcut option, click install. Now it will start the installation. At the end you will find that you have this Power BI desktop icon, and you can see the end screen for our wizard. Click on finish. It should start the Power BI desktop. Okay, it should show you the splash screen that looks something like this. Okay, if you are seeing this in future, this may change to some other different splash screen. As you can see, when you open Power BI desktop for the first time, it should show you options like this. It will show you the tips window, then this particular window from where you start. You can also see get started option. Click on that. Here you can add the email. Also you can choose collaborate or share to add your team, right? So we'll start with, okay, when you sign into your account, it should show you the account specific interface for Power BI. and on the left hand side you will find options, and so does on the right. So here we have filters, visualization, then fields. On here we have option for model, data and report. We can also add pages from the bottom, page 1, page 2 and so on. On the top you have help menu, view menu, modeling, insert option, home and file. So clicking on that should open option to create new report or open the existing one. Also you can save, import, export, and there is also options and settings, video options and data source settings. So this is the interface for Power BI desktop. Okay, now that we have opened the interface, what we can do is try a sample dataset. So click on this particular button. It should open a dialog box that looks something like this. You can take a tutorial online or load a sample data. So let's load sample data. Okay, it will connect and we'll try and download dataset. So here you see you have this particular financials and a sheet. So what it is, we will take a look at. It shows a segment of government, mid-market and small business enterprise. Then there are countries listed, type of product, discount, unit sold, price and few other parameters. What we can do is we can load this data. We can also transform this data into something meaningful for us. So let's just load for now. So once loaded, it should be visible. Okay, so it will load those changes. As you can see, it is finished downloading those files, and now it will try to display that. It will tell you select drag fields from fields pane onto report canvas. So if we check these financials, we will have fields to drag on. So for sheet 1 we have similar fields. So what we will do is I want to check sales. Next thing, I want to check the date. Also I want to check country. Okay, so it's not currently enabled, so I will not be able to see. So we'll remove this. So whenever you are using any features that's not supported due to visual, it will throw in that error. You can remove it by clicking on this particular 3 dots, then click remove. Now here, as you can see, here we have this particular pane for cells, and below that we will try and put this pane of dates. So here we'll just try and expand this year, quarter, month and day. Also we will have data regarding the sales. So we drag those particular important values for our report. Now finally we can also publish our report and share it with others. But before that, we can continue the work that we want to do on reporting, you can use visualization, right? And I'll try and come up with something better, right? So let's say if I choose a pie chart. Now that we have dragged pie chart, next thing we can do is we will do cells, and then we can add year, right? So it will have chart of yearly cells, right? You can add other fields combination as per your report. As you can see here, you also have something similar, right? So this is basically just the amount and sales chart. Here sales and year chart, and then you have your date specific chart. You can remove that and we can keep products. So what we'll do is we will create another pie chart, add product, right? And then we can add sales, right? So we can have much better report on sales by product, sales and year, and finally sales, right? So basically this is the simple report that we generated. Now we can publish this. So it will ask you, do you want to save changes? Save. Can have it on desktop as example, right? Now once it is saved, what we can do, publish to Power BI, we can choose my workspace, select. Now it will go to Power BI. We'll be able to access it through online account as well. Now we can open in Power BI, and here it will ask you for your email address. Submit. You will have to enter the password as well, and here you see the report that we created on desktop is now available on our online interface as well. So this was introduction to your typical workflow in Power BI.